What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Church Guys Like Sports. Listen, I need you to get all your friends, get all your family, get all your people at your job. What up, Mike Miller? Share this. We got some sports to talk about. Come on, let's go. Let's get it. I know we a little late past the hour, but I promise you, you need to share this. You need to get on here right now. Welcome to Church Guys Like Sport. Come on, tag another sports fan. Share it. What up, Wayne Daniels? We got some sports to talk about. Let's go. Let's get it. Listen, welcome to Church Guys Like Sports. I want you to share it with your friends, share it with your family, share it with your haters, all of them that be hating on your team. To provide a prelate of sports talk. Yes, sir. That's what I'm going to be the bishop of. We got all these bishops running around here. I am the bishop of sports talk. Thank you, Wayne Daniels. You just gave me a new name. I am now officially the Bishop of Sports Talk. Listen, we are in the NBA playoffs. We are in the NBA playoffs, and we got some big stuff going on. And, of course, my Knicks are eliminated. Your Lakers are eliminated. Your Warriors didn't even make it. Your Chicago Bulls didn't have a chance. Your Celtics are gone. So I am going to encourage all New Yorkers that now that the Knicks are not in, all New Yorkers need to go for the Brooklyn Nets. We should want a parade to be up and down Atlantic Avenue. Can you imagine a parade up and down? It ain't going to be like a parade on Madison Avenue in New York City. But it'll be nice to have a little parade out there on Atlantic and Flatbush going up and down the street. And it looks like, to me, it kind of looked like to me that the Brooklyn Nets are going to take this thing. I watched that game, and they look good. And I'm always a Knicks fan, but, you know, Brooklyn is in New York, so since the Knicks ain't there, I'm going to push the Nets right now. But it looks to me, even without James Harden, that the Nets going to beat anybody they play because it's just too much. They got too much. And I told my members at my church, somebody get David Morgan on here, get Larry Ned on here. Somebody go tag Deacon Larry Ned right now. Somebody get Eric Morgan. I should have bet them some money. They said, oh, Dallas was going to put the Clippers out. Dallas was going to send them home. And last night, that Kawhi Leonard was balling. And the Clippers are nothing to play with. The Clippers are serious business. How does it feel for the Laker fans? I want to ask you this, Laker fans. How does it feel for your Lakers to be out, but the Clippers are in? You see, I need somebody to talk back to me. How does it feel, Laker fans, that the Lakers are out, but the Clippers are in? That's the same way Knicks fans feel because the Knicks are out, but the Nets are in. But nobody was expecting the Knicks to do anything. But I got something for you because I am going to debut it here for the first time in history. You will see something that you've never seen before. Listen, I need you to tag people. I need you to share it. I'm not going to unveil it until I got enough people on here. I need you to get the folks on here. Share it right now. Push that share button. This is Church Guys Like Sports. Welcome. And watch this. We are going to unveil something today that has never been unveiled before. It has never been done before. It has never been seen before. And I want you to get ready. Get ready for something you've never seen before. In all of your days, you have never seen sneakers that match the basketball player's hair. And today, on Church Guys Like Sports, we are unveiling the new Kevin Durant sneakers. For the first time in history, the sneakers match the hair. Look at that. You ain't never seen nothing like this. I want to salute Nike because it takes creativity to do this. It takes creativeness. Would you look at that? The sneakers match his hair. Have you ever seen that? These are not Air Max. These are what you call Air Naps. Welcome to the new Air Naps. I don't care how much championships Kevin Durant win. Championships ain't gonna fix that. He got sneakers that gonna match his head. Anybody else want a pair of Air Naps? These are the Air Nappy Naps. Kevin Durant has produced something no other basketball player was ever able to do. We seen them match their uniforms. We seen them even match some of the tattoos they got. But we ain't never seen a basketball player shoes match his hair. Look at it. Air Naps. That's what we're going to call it. That's what we're going to call it. Air Naps. I'm going to get me a pair. I'm going to get me a pair of nappy Nikes. That's what we're going to call them. Nappy Nikes. Air Nike Naps. That's how you do it. Now that's coordination. That's how you coordinate. If you're going to wear sneakers, get you some Air Nappy Naps to match your hair. You see, I'm used to Air Max. I'm used to Air Jordans. But I ain't never seen no Air Naps. Nappy Nikes. Chip. They're Nappy Nikes. Nappy Nikes. I didn't think they can do this. And I hear through the grapevine that if you rub your hands across it, you can feel the naps on the sneakers. That's authentic hair. That is authentic hair. I told y'all to share this. You're gonna miss it. You got to share this because we got to talk about this. They want to talk about everything else. Let's do a whole broadcast on these Nappy Nikes. Have you ever? Boom, boom. And it's like they put his head in a sneaker maker. I want all of y'all to go out there and get your kids some Nappy Nikes. All right, we got to move on, but I'm going to leave that on there so you can see it. And listen, I don't know, but Trae Young, can you imagine if Trae Young had his hair sneakers? He'll have you some fuzzy Crocs. Trae Young will have fur on his sneakers. Trae Young will have mink Nikes. Mink Nike Nikes. Mink hair on his Nikes. But look, And y'all fellas, stop wearing them shoes that got mink on them. We don't need no men out here with shoes got mink on your shoes. What's all this mink shoes? I seen them. It's too hot for that. But Trae Young has been balling. I got to give it to this fella. This young man is balling. And I think Atlanta is better than we thought they were. Because yesterday, everybody was picking the Sixers to do this and do that. But the Sixers got slapped upside the head by the Atlanta Hawks. The same Atlanta Hawks that beat the New York Knicks. That you laughed us to scorn. Atlanta might just be better than we thought they were. Trae Young, I don't like him. He talked too much junk, but the boy can shoot. That old I'll Be Sure. I told you the other day, I'll Be Sure just turned 53 and light-skinned people trying to make a comeback. I'll Be Sure. Be careful with that I'll Be Sure Christopher Williams boy. Bird nest nights. He got the bird nest. Trae Young, bird nest nice. Yeah, that's it. Now let's talk a little bit of football. Julio Jones has gone to the Tennessee Titans. Atlanta Falcons, you shouldn't have let that boy go. That fella was one of the top wide receivers. I wish he would have went to the Jets or the Giants. The Giants really need him. The Jets we can get away with, but Julio Jones is that dude. And you watch. Hey, Sister Beverly. Beverly, I want you to go get you a pair of Air Naps, Nappy Nikes. Kevin Durant got his own sneakers with his hair on it. So we're going to leave that alone. But Julio Jones, he is still the truth. So watch out for the Tennessee Titans because they already got that running back boy running over folk and Ryan Tannehill. But Julio Jones, everywhere you throw the ball, he can catch it. Now let's talk about, there was a little bit of boxing yesterday, and I saw a little bit of it. I couldn't watch it all. But this Paul boy, Logan Paul, I believe his name is, or Jake Paul, is two of them. One of them knocked Nate Robinson into next week. I ain't seen Nate Robinson since. Anybody heard from Nate Robinson? Somebody check on him. But Floyd Mayweather had to fight one of them Paul brothers last night. And he slapped that Air Combs. Oh, my goodness. She called them, that's the new name for him, y'all, Air Combs. But Floyd Mayweather slapped this boy all around this ring. See, them Paul brothers, they think they can get in the ring with anybody and just knock them out and knock them down. There's a difference between being in shape and being in boxing shape. Floyd Mayweather, about 50-something years old. He out there with a beard, overweight for himself, and he got in that ring and still beat that boy all up and down through that ring. Don't you think because you can fight in the street, you can fight in the ring? Just because you can wrestle in the street, that don't mean when you put them boxing gloves on, it's a whole nother story. And this boy kept getting slapped around, but I tell you this, he made $20 million and Floyd made $100 million. Floyd Mayweather said something that I'm going to take to my grave. He said, I'm retired from boxing, but I ain't retired from making money. And Floyd Mayweather got in that ring for about an hour with that crazy boy and made $100 million. And Jake Paul, Logan Paul, whatever his name is, Mr. Paul, he made $20 million. Listen to me. You give me $20 million, I'll get in the ring with Floyd Mayweather. Because it's a difference between Floyd Mayweather and Mike Tyson. I'll get in the ring with Floyd Mayweather because he don't have knockout power. I'm not getting in the ring with Mike Tyson for $1 billion. I don't care what you offer me. I'm not getting in there with Mike Tyson because Mike Tyson might hit your head off. Floyd Mayweather just going to tap you up a little bit, bruise you up a little bit, swell you up a little bit. But Mike Tyson trying to hit your head off of your neck. So I'll fight Floyd. Give me $20 million. I'll fight Floyd Mayweather. I'll go out to his house and fight him. Now there was another fight and this one was very intriguing to me. His name is Chad Johnson. That's his real name. But his stage name or his football name was Chad Ochocinco. He had a fight. And Chad Ochocinco got knocked around. He actually got knocked down and almost got knocked out. Now, let me tell you a little something about Chad Ochocinco. At one point, he was either dating or married to one of them Atlanta housewives people or basketball wives, football wives people named Evelyn. I believe that was her name. My wife got to help me with that. But I think her name was Evelyn, and he was married to her. And he was abusive. He beat her. He headbutted her, bust her nose and her head and everything. So, Chad Ochocinco, let me tell you something. You mean to tell me you can go ahead and beat up on a woman, but when you get in the ring with a man, you get the brakes beat off of you? That's how them punks do. And I know somebody, oh, you ought not be talking about this. Listen, anybody that'll put his hands on a woman, go ahead and get in the ring with a real man. And that's what happened to Chad. I was so glad when I seen him get knocked on his tuchus, on his caboose. Because you went over there and beat up on your wife, beat up on that Evelyn girl, beat up on her. But when you get in the ring with a man, you can't handle it. You getting knocked down, getting up, raising your hand, asking for a ride home. You in the ring, he got up and raised his hand and said, "Can somebody take me home?" But you wasn't doing all that. You was tough when you was beating on that woman. You was tough and you was rough when you were beating on Miss Evelyn. Take that same toughness, and I say to anybody that want to put their hands on a woman, take that same toughness and get in the ring with a real man and see what happens. Get me started. Well, I'm going to leave that alone because I'm starting to get excited. But also, let's talk a little bit of baseball. Just a little bit of baseball. I'm a little sad in my spirit because I can't stand the Boston Red Sox. I hate them. I hate everything Boston. I hate the Celtics, the Red Sox, the Bruins, and Patriots, New England Patriots. And yesterday closed out a sweep. The Boston Red Sox swept the Yankees. Yankees, let me tell y'all something. Elder Clive Grant, I see you on here. I want you to get a new pair of these Air Naps. These is Kevin Durant's new shoes, Air Naps. Let me tell you something, Yankees. Don't be going letting Boston whip all up on y'all like that. The Yankees ain't kicking butt like they used to. The Yankees used to be wearing, the Yankees didn't used to get beat up like this, not by no Red Sox. Yankees, I'm expecting more from y'all. Because if you don't be careful, because my New York Mets is out here kicking butt. My New York Mets got the best pitcher in the league, Jacob deGrom. My New York Mets got one of the best home run hitters, Pete Alonso. The Mets are coming. So I don't know. New York might not be a Yankee town for long. New York might belong to the Mets. Yankees, you better come on because while you're losing, the Mets is still winning. All right? Get yourself together. All right, I got to go. Welcome. Thank you for joining us for an episode of Church Guys Like Sports Too. Remember, you can love God and love sports. Remember, you can love God and love sports. And in case you don't know, the new Kevin Durant's are out. Go get you a pair of Air Naps. They're available at Modell's everywhere. Peace out, y'all. Thank you for joining us for Church Guys Like Sports Too. Much love.